Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, before we begin, I would like to start with a brief apology due to some technical limitation. I wasn't able to remove this background of this video. I hope it doesn't distract you from the material we're about to discuss. And now let's get started. My name is Fitra and I will be serving as your moderator for this session as well as a first presenter. Today I'm going to lead our discussion on an interesting topic in linguistics, which is conversational analysis in classroom interaction. We will look at how language isn't just a tool for speaking, but a structured system that shapes how we teach and learn. Okay, as the first speaker, I would like to explain. The first one that I want to explain is introduction to classroom interaction. So, definition of introduction to classroom interaction. The definition of this is communication between teacher and student, which is question, explanation, or feedback. The nature of interaction highly structured, not random, driven by clear institutional rules. And then teacher's role usually control the interaction, selection speakers, asking questions, and evaluating. And the last purpose of analysis, now to understand how meaning is created and learning is organized through language. Now we have to know about what is the conversational analysis or CA. So what is CA? Originally developed in sociology, conversational analysis is a method to study the skeleton, but how skeleton of spoken interaction. It's not just about what we say, but how we manage the conversation, how we take turns, how we respond, and how we fix misunderstanding to keep the communication flowing. Next, there are four key elements of CA. The first one is turn taking. It is turn taking is managing who speaks and when. The second one is agency pairs, or is relate utterances that occur together. The third is repair mechanism. The repair mechanism is correcting communication problems. And last is sequence organization. This is how connect turns develop the conversation. Okay, the next slide is the Sinclair and Coulthard model. One of the most famous framework is the Sinclair and Coulthard model. They see classroom talk as a hierarchy, as a lesson the biggest unit, which is broken down into a transaction like a specific task, then into exchange, moves, and finally act. As you can see, guys, there are 5 levels, yeah. Then which is our smallest specific action, like nominating a student to speak. That's it. Okay, I think that's enough for me. That's enough for my explanation. So I will give to the second speaker to explain about his material.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. Now I'm gonna be explaining a bit about the IRF structure. Now, what is exactly the IRF structure? The IRF structure is the most commonly used pattern in a classroom. Um, so in IRF, the I stands for initiation, which means the teacher asks a questions. That means the teacher initiates with a questions. Now, and the R means a response. Response here meaning that the student gives an answer or the student answers. The F stands for feedback. Now, the feedbacks is when the teacher evaluates the student's answer. Now, while efficient for checking facts, researchers argues that too much IRF can make students sort of passive because they only give short one-word answers. Now, next slide is one of the key features, which is turn taking. Now, say in a coffee shop, people take turns naturally, but in a classroom, the teacher, as the traffic controller, teachers allocate turns by calling names or pointing. Now, this control is a defining characteristics of classroom discourse. It ensures order, but it also means the teacher decides who gets to practice the language. Now, the methods of allocation usually is by calling a student's name, pointing to a student, asking a collective questions, something like that. Next slide is another key features, which is adjacency pairs. Now, there are pairs of utterances that belong together. If I ask a question, an answer is expected. If I give instruction, compliance is expected. In classrooms, the question answer pair is the most frequent type of interactions we see. Now, the significance of this utterances, the pair of utterances they are the building blocks of the teacher-student interactions.
Okay, thank you so much, Rahmat, for the good explanation. Now we move to the last presenter for today, Faris. Time is yours.
Repair mechanism. What happens when someone makes a mistake? That's where repair comes in. In classroom, we often see other initiate other repair. This is when a student makes a grammatical error and the teacher step in to provide the correct form. Is a vital tool for learning, but it must be handled carefully to keep the student confidence high. Teacher talk versus student talk. A major finding in this field is the imbalance between teacher talk and student talk, research by U 2009. So shows the teachers often dominate the right time, while teacher talk is necessary for instruction. We need to find a balance. The more student talk we have, the more opportunities students have to actually acquire than the language.
Thank you so much for the second presenter and the last presenter. That was explain a great material for today. And now this is for the conclusion or benefits of our topic for today, of material for today. um, you can see and you can write or read. Okay, to wrap up, analyzing classroom interaction helps us become a better educator by understanding patterns like IRF and turn taking. We can identify if our students are too passive. The goal is to move towards more open-ended questions and discussions, turning the classroom for a place where students just listen into a place where they truly interact. Thank you so much.